Hi, everybody, and thank you so much for joining and being here. I'm Sian Collins, and I'm a mindset coach and hypnotherapist, and I predominantly work with women to help them stop overthinking, those kind of negative looping thoughts, and to feel more confidence in themselves, in their relationship, and ultimately in their businesses as well. But I also work with the young little people, our future generation. And very similar, I help them build positive inner beliefs and help them understand how their brilliant mind works, which always helps them when they're younger, but also when they evolve into adulthood as well. So today I'm actually receiving a testimonial from the amazing Aini. And she too is also a therapist like myself in RTT. So let's share a little bit about you, Aini.
Yeah, so hi everyone. My name is Aini Palomo, and as Sean just said, I'm a therapist myself as well. I'm a clinical RTT therapist and also a clinical hypnotherapist. And my path to this work started as a client, and I've been Sean's client as well. And Sean wonderfully helped me to overcome very limiting beliefs I had carried for a while. So, a little bit about the work I do. So, as a therapist, I work online. I work with clients all around the world, and I give sessions in English, Spanish, and Finnish. English might be most relevant as a language here. And I specialize, I've had most of my clients come in with anxiety, depression, cycles of burnout. They might be carrying a lot of overwhelm inside, while on the outside they actually maybe look quite high functioning. So I specialize in that, but I'm open. Also, I've treated also autoimmune symptoms, uh, addictive patterns, just to name a few.
Mhm. That's interesting, isn't it? And I know, as you can most probably, you've heard from Ione, she speaks lots of different languages, unlike me. And I know that her practice is in Finland, but she travels globally. I believe, is it you said you were in, was it France you are in at the moment?
Right now, I'm in France,
Yeah.
in the south of France, and I also spend quite a lot of time in Spain, in Barcelona. So I'm
Yeah.
traveling a lot. So chances are that if we ever are in the same place, we can do a face-to-face session as well.
Yeah, and that's the beauty of our business because we can travel so many different places in the world. We can be on holidays or we can be working in different countries or, like you said, in face to face as well. So I know that you mentioned that you come to me to work with me, and we focused on different areas. If you're happy to, just explain what it was totally that you come to me for, because I know we had a couple of conversations first.
Yeah. So I reached out to you, Sean, last June, and I was in a very bad place. I was in the middle of some sort of burnout cycle. I was struggling with depression and
Mhm.
overthinking, lots of executive functioning problems. And I decided to trust you in my path, and I'm so happy I did because today I find myself thriving. And of course, thanks to myself, but a lot of thanks goes to you, Sean. And working with you, Sean, really helped me get to the root cause of my symptoms. It was one of the most deep, most powerful RTT sessions I've experienced, and I've experienced many of them. Um, just to give you an example, I was carrying a deep held belief,
Mhm.
uh, a deep-seated belief that something's wrong about me and
Mhm.
something's wrong in me and I need to fix that. And that was really shaping my behavior, my symptoms, and managing, like shaping my life basically. And
Mhm.
thanks to Sean, thanks to you, Sean, I've really managed to flip that belief. And I'm a neurodivergent also. I have ADHD.
Yeah.
So, as you previously, Sean, said that you help people to really understand how their brilliant minds work. So, you really helped me reframe the belief that there's something wrong with me, I'm different, which is very usual that ADHD people carry
Yeah.
nowadays. I believe that my brain is phenomenal, wonderful, brilliant, intelligent, and so unique. And I feel so, yeah, so grateful for the work we did.
Absolutely, and you're so right. And I know that because you're in this line of work, you see this very often. But I also want to go back to what you said. So I know that you knew me through the RTT community, because I do that therapy like you, and you'd also had lots of RTT sessions done, which is great because you kind of look at what the blocks are. But what would you say was specifically different in our work?
In our work, I would say that just your expertise really showed there. The way you could tackle these limiting beliefs and lead me also to the origins of the symptoms was remarkable.
Mhm.
Uh, and it really activated something deeper in my subconscious mind. Like I had a lot of things coming up. First, it was a little bit maybe uncomfortable, but that's part of the work. But very quickly, faster than any other therapy form, like I started to see really tangible results and me getting more and more confident.
Yeah,
Then also the supporting or the extra support you gave me through coaching, that was really helpful. So it
yeah,
was not just one RTT session, it was really an was it 8 weeks? We worked together almost like really active support. I really felt held that you were with me
yeah.
throughout that whole path. So yeah, it was. You were really present, and that's really important in this kind of work.
Thank you for sharing that. And one thing which I love to ask, and this is most probably a question which I haven't asked before, so take your time answering this one, is what have you learned through working with Ria? What have you learned most about yourself? And I know that I talk about this lots with my clients. Like I know the process, but it's the actual person which takes the action, as long as they've had that support in space. And what have you discovered about you within that time? Because I know lots of things have changed for you, but what
Yeah.
was the key thing that you kind of learned about yourself, which was a game changer?
Well, um, just rapidly thinking now, I think two things come to my mind. So first of all, I learned about myself that really a fear of rejection was really one of the root causes driving my shaping my behavior, and you helped me really reframe that.
Yeah,
Right now, or like nowadays, I see rejection, any form of rejection, just as an incompatibility issue, that we're just not compatible maybe with someone, or maybe it's just a stepping stone towards something even greater. So I really have this like inner trust that whatever happens to me is the best that could have happened to me, and that's really wonderful.
yeah,
And yeah, another thing is the belief in my brain. It sounds funny, but as a neurodivergent brain, we grow up hearing so much that we are lazy because we tend to maybe procrastinate more. It's not the case. We tend to hear lots of negative feedback since we are kids, and we are really rejection sensitive. So really like reframing that and seeing my brain as actually very unique and very like a superpower.
it
Like
is.
I see my neurodivergence as a superpower right now, and that's really taking me, only the sky is the limit now.
And I know that that's having a, thank you for sharing that. I know that's having a massive knock-on effect in not just your business, but your personal life as well, which has been,
Exactly. Exactly. So, Sean, as you said, like you specialize in making women feel more confident. So you wonderfully succeeded in my case. Like I am the most confident version of myself I've ever been.
yeah.
And I hear feedback, like people are noticing that as well. And I feel really unstoppable.
Yeah, I think they'll even notice that with your energy on screen right now because I've noticed the difference and you're feeling the difference as well.
Yeah,
And this, what you were talking about, thank you for sharing this because it's so difficult to kind of put a finger on what the change actually is. But like what you mentioned is that kind of inner belief within yourself that you feel within you, but then also understanding your mind and noticing what your superpowers are
exactly.
with that knowledge and finding that you discovered through working with me, I'm really curious to find where have you kind of helped your clients or has it helped your clients with understanding this about you?
Yes, it has massively helped my work with my clients, and I seem to attract really this type of client that carry this same belief that there's something wrong with me or struggle with anxiety, depression, burnout,
Mhm.
um, even OCD or like stuff like this or neurodivergent people,
Yeah.
and it's really helped me in understanding very quickly what it's all about and help them really efficiently and powerfully reframe those beliefs. Like not to focus on the weaknesses, not hit your head on the wall, but rather focus on the positives, focus on your strengths because we all have strengths. And
Yeah.
I know it sounds a cliche, but through hypnotherapy, we can do some powerful reframing because as we all know what we focus on, we move towards.
Yes,
So
absolutely. Absolutely. You've got that right there. And one thing which I wanted to cover over, because I know personally in the past myself, I kind of had this a little bit, it felt quite challenging. But I know when you're either a therapist or coach, I know I've got lots of different modalities with holistic healing. I know that you do as well. And I know that lots of people that I've worked with. But one thing which comes up quite often, if you're already a therapist or coach or you're already in that line of work, tell me how nerve-wracking it was to actually reach out for help.
I think it was towards the end of my studies, my first round of RTT studies, and it was a hard thing to swallow, if I'm honest, because I had done a massive amount of inner work, and
Mm.
I felt really disappointed in myself in a way. I really felt that oh my, I failed. Something is actually wrong with me.
Yeah,
So, but uh, the pain was way bigger
longer.
than the benefits I would get to avoid it. So I really reached
Yeah.
out, and really, it was like you made it very easy, Sean. Like you, from the first second, you made me feel seen. You understood. We spoke the same language,
Yeah.
and this is really important.
It
We connect.
Yes, and holding that safe space. Thank you for sharing this because I know that many therapists or coaches which come to me, I know it's taken them so much to actually have that
Yes.
welcome call right at the beginning,
Yeah.
including myself. So in my earlier days, after 1 or 2 years, especially because I was teaching RTT, I found it really difficult to reach out to have that extra support. But
Exactly.
it's okay because we keep evolving. So even though we understand the actual process or we understand our minds, but we're always learning something new, isn't it?
Exactly. And then life brings new challenges that may trigger some old patterns, reactivate them. And so, if I remember right, Sean, you were really emotionally intelligent there because you actually you spotted that fear in me, and you reassured that it's absolutely normal
Okay.
that even if we are therapists, we still might need support. After all, we are not gods; we're just therapists, just normal.
Yeah. No, absolutely. And I know that I've been back to different sessions and the same belief kept coming up, but in different areas of my life. And
Exactly.
I found that so annoying. However, when I let that go, it kind of released an awful lot within me because we're naturally evolving and growing as well. So, one question which I always ask, if there was somebody listening to this right now who might be resonating with what I'm saying or you're saying, If they're thinking like their overthinking mind is holding them back and it's keeping them stuck, what would you say to them if they're thinking about coming to me with my mind time programs and services? What would you say to them?
Well, I would say, yeah, like Sean is, I think, one of the best coaches, best therapists for confidence, for building your confidence. If you really are struggling with self-esteem, confidence, or maybe having this lack of self-trust, I would totally go for Sean. I think she has an amazing emotional intelligence, amazing ability to really hold even difficult emotions, really excellent way of communicating with you, making you feel safe. So really don't hesitate to reach out for Sean. Yeah.
Obviously, lots of people are going to be resonating with your wonderful energy. And if anybody wanted to come to you, either in your practice in Finland or, like we mentioned, you work globally with
Yeah.
everybody, how do they get in touch with you?
Yeah, so the easiest way to get in touch with me is to book a free 45-minute consultation call through my website. And my website address is www.palomotherapy.com. So it's my last name plus therapy.com. And I'm also on socials. You can find me on Instagram and TikTok. And I'd be really happy to have a consultation call with you and see how I could support you.
Yes, absolutely. And just to add to that then as well is Palomo O, because I was putting in Paloma. Palomo
Exactly.
O on
Yeah.
the
So,
end.
yeah,
Yes.
it's Palomo,
Oh,
like with
that's
an
right.
O.
You
So
can see.
Palomo. Yes, careful with that.
Well, it's been fantastic catching up with you today, Aini. I know that I'll be hearing a lot more from you because you're on social media quite a lot. And I know that you're going to be healing lots of people you already are in the world as well. So thank you very much. You have a wonderful day, and I will see you soon.
Yay. Thank you, everyone. Hope to see you soon too. Yeah.